Series here on MAV TV on FloRacing. I've got some Wi-Fi issues with our live timing and scoring. As you see Group 1 going to the infield. So Group A, they'll qualify against each other, and in Group B, they'll qualify against each other. There'll be 2 heats in each of the groups, and then they'll be set 30 laps, $5,000 to win the top 3 out of each of the A main, top 3 in the B main. They will be locked into the show here tomorrow night, the Mountain Moonshine Classic. Your next group of cars, last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year in the 58 car to Dubuque, Iowa. That'll be Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson in 58. Behind him, the Team Zero Bloomquist 22 car. Drawing the number 22 pill tonight. Could that be good fortune for Chris Ferguson? Chris Ferguson and the Brian Connard. 22 out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. Behind him, driver currently second in the Lucas Oil points. Currently leading the Castro FloRacing Night in America points. Coming off the $100,000 victory on Monday night in Kokomo, Indiana, the Valvoline Rocket 1. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, that is Hudson O'Neal. Hudson O'Neal in car number 1. Behind him, coming at you on the main straightaway, driving the number 3 car. He comes out of Newcastle, Tennessee, in the Reese Bonnyman Company entry. That is Austin Neely. Austin Neely in car 3. The 11H is Hayden Ownby. Hayden Ownby in car 11. The car owned by Stacy Bowles. In the 7 car, the Dryden Sniper Vic Hill. He's out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada, now living in Monterey, Tennessee. That is driven by former Sunoco North-South 100 winner Ricky Weiss. The 2S car, good run last week of the Dirt Late but a Dream. He is in Las Cruces, New Mexico. That is Stormy Scott. Stormy Scott in car S2. And the 12 car visiting with us tonight. And that's Swartz car in the middle of the back straightaway out of Worcester, Ohio. That is Doug Drown. Doug Drown in car number 12. And with us as well, rolling down the middle of the back straightaway, he's a 3-time Florence Speedway track champion. He's in the Team Zero Bloomquist Dargy. He's out of Florence, Kentucky. That is Trevor Landrum. Trevor Landrum in car number 18. Also on the track, the 17M car. Out of Chickamauga, Georgia, it'll be McDaddy Dale McDowell. Dale McDowell in car number 17M. And also on the track, out of Birmingham, Alabama, the 20-year-old of the Black Diamond, that is Kate Mullinax. Kate Mullinax in the M2 car. Dirt draft. Hot lap. Group 2 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Race Series. So the track record of the old configuration was set by Billy Ogle Jr. at 14.860. In this group, the fastest is the number 1 car out of Martinsville, Indiana, Hudson O'Neal at 14.278. 14.278 for Hudson O'Neal. There's Group 2 in the books. And Group 3 will make their way onto this 3/8 mile oval here in Maryville, Tennessee, Smoky Mountain Speedway. Glad each and every one of you have come out tonight. Good crowd on hand. And don't forget tomorrow, hey, if you're within shouting distance, come on over. Going to be a beautiful day. We'll have dirt racing outreach program at about 3:30, 4:30, driver's autograph session. The number 1 car, he's out of Phoenix City, Alabama. This is Richie Stevens. And a note on the 1 car, that is the car that Garrett Smith drove to winning the Dirt Track World Championship last October in Portsmouth, Ohio. That rocket chassis, car number 1 for Richie Stevens. Also on the track here in this third group will be the 18D car, the Ratliff. The James Ratliff owned car to Campbellsville, Kentucky. Fayetteville, North Carolina's Dalton Wilson. Hey, the Buick is here tonight. It is Donald McIntosh in the Savage Chassis 7M car out of Dawsonville, Georgia. The 83 car, the fastest mullet, that is Jensen Ford. Jensen Ford out of Johnson City, Tennessee. And your current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, the current number 1 ranked dirt late model driver of the nation, the 20 RT out of Martinsville, Indiana. That is Ricky Thornton Jr. in the Big River Steel. Car number 20 RT behind him on turn number 2. Making his way around there. There he is. That is the Boo, the 00 car out of Newport, Tennessee. That is Josh Henry. Josh Henry in the 00, the Boo car here at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Glad to have Josh with us. First time probably since 411 a couple years ago. He has been with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Hey, glad to have David Brazil here tonight, the 2019 Southern All-Star Champion out of Four Corners, Mississippi, in car 54, and the 11 car, the PCC Motorsports Roth Heating and Cooling entry, Clyburn Tank Lines out of Meridian, Mississippi. That is Spencer Hughes in the 46J. That'll be Jason Pappage. Jason Pappage in the Lucas Oil Longhorn car 46. Also on the track, the 5T out of Greenville, Tennessee. That is John Tweed. John Tweed in the 5T. And also with us here tonight, the 2018 Southern All-Star Champion in the J27. That is Jay Scott. Jay Scott in the J27. Dirt Draft Hot Lap, group number 3 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Those cars the fastest in that group. Ladies and gentlemen, the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader in the 20 RT in the Todd and Vicky Burns Longhorn out of Martinsville, Indiana, Ricky Thornton Jr. at 14.429, 14.429 for RTJ. One more group left to go at hot laps, then we'll be ready for All-Star Performance Time Trials. As the crowd's still filing in here at Smoky Mountain Speedway on a beautiful Friday night. Again, autograph session 4:30 tomorrow. Dirt racing outreach before that. And then tomorrow night, we will have 4 heat races and then some B mains, and that'll set the field. The top 6 for tonight are locked in. The top 3 of Group A feature top 3 of Group B. They will draw for starting spots tomorrow night. For the dash, it'll be 6 laps. The winner of that dash will start on the pole here tomorrow night of the 60 lap A main. Rolling on the track of the Skyline Motorsports, car number 16. He comes to us out of Decorah, Iowa, currently 14th in the points. That is Tyler Bruning. Tyler Bruning in car 14 behind him in the number 5 car. He's out of Crossville, Alabama. That is Chase Oliver. Chase Oliver in car number 5. Also on the racetrack of the Mike Nichols Warrior House car in the 1G. He's out of Seymour, Tennessee. That is Rusty Ballinger. Rusty Ballinger, the 1G. And as I mentioned earlier, debuting a brand new rocket tonight in the 7 car in the Stokely Materials entry out of Georgetown, Delaware. This is Ross Robinson. Ross Robinson in car 7 and the Lucas Oil 46 4-time series champion. 40 career wins out of Jacksonville, Florida. This is Earl Pearson Jr. Earl Pearson Jr. in 46. This drive here on the main straightaway in the Melody Motorsports debuted a brand new rocket last week at Eldora, the G-Style Transport Cat Industries car. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the high side tickler. That is Kyle Strickler. Kyle Strickler at 8, and the Wells and Sons Motorsports Muscle Factory Garto Southern 76. 3rd in the points out of Evans, Georgia. That is Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton at 76 of the number 1 car. Clements powered rocket out of New Waverly, Texas. That is Turbo Tyler Erb. Tyler Erb in the 1. In the Briggs Transport 99B in Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That is Rick Boom Briggs in the Paler Motorsports Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas 39 out of Watertown, New York. That is Tim McCready in the 116 out of Crossville, Tennessee. That is Cameron Weaver. Cameron Weaver in the 116. And Dirt Draft Hot Laps Group number 4 in the books. We'll be ready for All-Star Time Trials coming up. And the fastest in that group, ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 14.614 in car 76. It'll be Brandon Overton in 76. And Brandon still sore from last week at Eldora, a couple of hard crashes. But he is here tonight, third of the points. He will be running for the Lucas Oil Championship for the first time in his career here in 2023. Don't forget, fans, next weekend will be twin features Thursday and Friday night. We'll be at Lernerville Speedway. That'll be the Big River Steel Firecracker 100 next Saturday night. $50,000 to win. Come on out. Understand, a record number of campers have already signed up for Lernerville. Still room for you. Expecting a great crowd. Had an awesome crowd. The biggest crowd in the history of the event last year at Lernerville. The first ever appearance with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We expect the same next week. Again, twin $5,000 to win races on Thursday. Twin $5,000 to win races on Friday night. And then $50,000 to win the Big River Steel Firecracker 100, the 17th annual, next Saturday night. Now, Lernerville was rained out tonight, so it should be primed and ready to go next weekend. Well, coming up next, we'll have All-Star Performance Time Trials. See down there on the pad that has been put down here at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Again, this track hosted several NASCAR events back in the day and was a 5/8 mile oval to begin. And again, the changes here in turns 3 and 4. 1 and 2 is the same, front straightaway, back straightaway. And again, we shortened it in 3 and 4 to a 3/8 mile oval. There you see the 11 car. He's moved to 10th on the points, the Craig and Shannon Sims Longhorn of Spencer Hughes. There is Earl Pearson Jr. Again, his car owner running with us this weekend, Jason Pappage out of Napomo, California. Glad to have Jason with us here this weekend. Front wheel drives coming up next for their hot lap time trials. As you see the 7 car, Ross Robinson, his wife Amanda Whaley Robinson, the crew chief on that 7 car. Brand new. Brad Bird, brand spanking. It's got that new car smell.
I can smell it from here.
7 car of Ross Robinson. First time he's driven a Rocket in a while since it's become XR1, so that has been a while. There's the driver of Cameron Marlar. Cameron Marlar, the 116 car to Crossville, Tennessee. Of course, his dad, Randy Weaver, did a great job with us at Eldora last weekend here on Flow, and he's in the pit area tonight. So Cameron Weaver giving it a shot for $50K here tomorrow night in that familiar 116 car out of Crossville, Tennessee. Well, we've got Robbie, we've got Robert, we've got Bob, we've got Richard, we've got Jason, we've got Landon, we've got Greg, we've got James. Not me, James. Another James. And Tiffany. All with us here tonight. My mini crew is a full crew here tonight. They do a great job here. MAV TV on FloRacing. As you see Coming up next, we will have, how many cars do you have in the front wheel drive division?
16 checked in here tonight.
Look at that, he's got the sunroof open on the 3C. You gotta love it. Brad, take it away, my friend.
No doubt about that. They probably still got the dashboards and speedometer and everything inside these little race cars, but they do a great job here. We've had the FWDs, as I like to call them, out multiple times here at Smoky Mountain Speedway, and they put on a great show every time they hit the track here at Smoky Mountain Speedway. They've been on the new configuration, and they've all said they love it. We look forward to seeing how they do here tonight. 500 to win here tonight for the front-wheel drive. It'll be a 20-lap main event, so this will be hot lap time trials all rolled into one. So we'll bring them out. We've got 16 checked in, as we mentioned, from around the region, even drivers out of Kentucky going with us here tonight. So we'll separate them into two groups and get them on the speedway, get them up to speed for their hot laps and qualifications, and we'll let you know who's who among these. An update from the street stock: we had two cars with identical times that timed in 5th and 6th quick. The plan was to go with 5 cars, 5 laps, so you know, he has the same exact time as the guy in 5th place. You can't tell that guy to go back to the pits and get the first lap. So we're going to put 6 cars now in the 5-lap street stock dash coming up a little bit later. And we'll let you know who those folks are here in just a bit. But right now, we're going hot lapping and time trialing here for your FWDs, the front wheel drives, and they put on some pretty good shows here and absolutely are unbelievably fast around the racetrack. So get them all sorted out here, get them spread around the racetrack, and we'll get up to speed here for this Group 1. Let's see who's out here in this first group. 18 machine of James Burnett. He's out of Knoxville, Tennessee. The 08 of Jacob Sharp, always a front runner out of Crossville. Travis Taylor in the 21T. He's out of Tellico Plains, Tennessee. 731, Mikey Jones going with us here tonight. He's out of Crossville, Tennessee as well. Travis Weeks in the 85 car out of Louisville, Tennessee. Jacob Hicks in the 3C in this group as well. Just a couple of quick up to speed laps, and then we'll make it official and start timing these laps. We'll give them anywhere from 3 to 5 laps, depending on how it goes. Everybody's able to keep the wheels under them and keep rolling. They'll likely get 5 laps. So a quick caution here. That's just a couple of real quick get up to speed, get your feelers about you, get your car ready to go, and then we'll bring them around and the official green flag for time trials here for the FWDs. All right, race director now commanding the cars to get up to speed a little bit with your pace laps. To pace them around a little bit quicker than that. And then we'll get up to speed here and let you know what the times are. You can check the times out in the scoreboard in 1 and 2 or on My Race Pass, Smoky Mountain Speedway. As the green flag now flies over Group 1 here for the FWDs. This should be the first of at least 3 qualifying laps for these cars. A 21.711 for the James Burnett car in number 18, car number 18. Got a 20.297 for the 85 of Travis Weeks. Mikey Jones in the 731 with a 23.47. Got a 20.510 for Austin Maples in the 23 car. Brian Williams in the 38 with a 20.524. Those are the fast few right now, this first group. Travis Weeks now bumps up to the top. 20.125 for Travis Weeks in the 85 as the white flag waves over the speedway. One more lap to get time trials in here for Group 1 of the FWDs. Group 2 waiting in the wings. Still Travis Weeks, 85 car, fast, 20.125. And as the field comes across for their final time here. We'll check the times. It's still Travis Weeks in the 85 car with a 20.125. Mikey Jones second in the 731 with a 20.347. Austin Maples is third quick with a 20.394. Brian Williams in the 38 car, 20.458. And James Burnett in number 18 in the 20.807 is your top 5 cars so far here in FWD Hot Laps. For group number 1, that's time trials as well, all rolled into one here. We've got quite a few cars still yet to come out and take some time trials as they come out of the chute off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Some of these cars include Nick Gann. He's 14 years old out of Tellico Plains in the 61 car. Been racing since he was 12, so he's got quite a few races under his belt. He even won a Rookie of the Year at a local racetrack, so congratulations to him for that. Jacob Sharp in the 08. Dakota Morgan out of Von Orr, Tennessee in the 5H in this group as well. Kevin Green out of Greenville in the 14 car. We've got Gage Norwood out of Tellico Plains in the 61X. Eric Parton out of Williamsburg, Kentucky in the 75 car. Jack Gresham out of Decatur, Tennessee in car 6. Anthony Singleton, 45 car out of Tellico Plains with us on this group as well. All right, the first lap, just a quick hot lap, and then we'll go officially with their time trials. As next up, race fans, in our racing order, we've got Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series time trials. 2 groups of qualifications. We'll have 4 separate heat races, and then the twin 30-lap 5,000 to win features later on tonight. Top 3 from the features will transfer into a 6-car, 6-lap dash tomorrow. Looking forward to that. All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch in the FWDs, here we go, up to speed now for your second group. Post the fastest cars out in turns 1 and 2 on the scoreboard, and right here, my race pass as well. Gage Norwood, 61X, 6th quick, 20.964. Anthony Singleton, 7th quick. As we got a little bit of change here, 506 machine of Josh Davis, 2nd quick now, 20.290. 20.290. Eric Parton now 6th with a 20.665. Second fastest here in group number 2. Anthony Singleton, 8th quick, 21.040, 3rd quick in Group B here. White flag about to be displayed for your second and final FWD Hot Lap qualifications. Eric Parton now top of the leaderboard, 20.037 on the 75 car. That is your new fast time. Travis Weeks bunched back to second, 20.125. Josh Davis out in this group is 3rd quick with a 20.290. Gage Norwood, 7th quick in this group, 20.798. And that will wrap it up for your FWT Hot Lap Time Trials. And again, Eric Parton in the 75 car is your fastest with a 20.037. Travis Weeks, 2nd quick in the 85 with a 20.125. Josh Davis in the 506 is 3rd quick with a 20.290. Mikey Jones in the 731 is 4th quick, 20.347. Austin Maples is 5th quick with a 20.394. And rounding out your top 10 are Brian Williams, Gage Norwood, James Burnett, Anthony Singleton, and Travis Taylor, rounding out the top 10 amongst your 16 entries here tonight for the front-wheel drive division, vying for 20 laps, 500 to win a little bit later in the show. So that is going to wrap it up for the front-wheel drive and street stock hot lap time trials. Time to turn it back over now to James Essex, Brady Cup, with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series time trials. Locked and loaded over on the backstretch, ready to come out onto the speedway for their time trials.
All right, Brad, thank you very much. Gage Norwood, that is a great racing name. I like that. All right, thank you very much, Brad Bird. Coming up next, we'll have All-Star Performance Time Trials with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, 44 cars entered here tonight. Here's how we're doing tonight's format. We'll qualify Group A, they will run 2 heats. That'll determine their feature lineup for Group A. Everybody's going to start a feature tonight. Group B will have 2 heats and then the feature as well tonight. Again, the top 3 out of Group A, top 3 out of Group B. We will talk to them here in Victory Lane here later on tonight, and they will be locked in the show tomorrow night for $50,000 on the line. Don't forget, well, we're going to do a little track prep work here. We'll be ready to go. Coming up next, we'll have All-Star Performance Time Trials. You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Night 1 of the Mountain Moonshine Classic from Smoky Mountain Speedway in Maryville, Tennessee. All live here on MAV TV on FloRacing. We'll be right back.
At Big River Steel, we've always been known as innovators. We dared to make new rules as the world's first flex mill, including supplying the auto and electrical industries with steels that other mills like us can't, all while showing what it means to be a sustainable steelmaker. We're proud to be the world's first and only LEED-certified steel production facility. Now, as part of U.S. Steel, we're committed to making steels that are best for all. You could say it's the innovator in us.
Racing has always been in my blood. But that doesn't mean I didn't have to work hard. Or that we couldn't have a little fun. And a lot of fun to have. No matter the terrain or the vehicle. For whatever I do, General Tire delivers.
Protect the Harvest was created to defend and preserve American freedoms and to support farmers, ranchers, outdoor enthusiasts, and animal owners. Protecting agriculture, protecting our rights, our traditions, our rural way of life. Protecting America. To get involved, please visit our Facebook page or protecttheharvest.com. Support us by donating today. Protect the Harvest is a nonprofit 501c3 corporation registered in Missouri.
We're the leader in race fuels. We use our distillation tower, which is unique. No other race fuel companies do that in the world.
That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand.
We're pretty darn close to perfect.
Arizona Sports Shirts, the official merchandise provider for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, provides bold, unique, and effective custom apparel and merchandise for race teams, businesses, and special events. For more information on Arizona Sports Shirts, including online ordering details, visit arizonasportshirts.com.
The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. By Protect the Harvest, keeping American traditions alive for future generations. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. James Essex, Brady Cup back with you here tonight. By the way, got a good note from my friend Todd Jerzak from Deer Creek Speedway. A record number of campers there as well in a few weeks when we will be in Spring Valley, Minnesota for the Napa Gopher 50. That'll pay $50,000 to win coming up in July. More details on that later. We're talking about Lernerville. Twin 5,000 to win features coming up Thursday night. Twin features on Friday night. And then the Big River Steel Firecracker 100, the 17th annual edition, Saturday night, $50,000 to win. A record number of campers have already signed up. There's still room for you. Don't worry about it. Bring the camper, whatever you need. We'll see you next weekend at Lernerville in Sarver, Pennsylvania next weekend. Again here tonight, Twin features. And again next weekend we'll be at Lernerville Speedway, then Muskingum County, the Moran House of Power, the Freedom 60. That'll pay $30,000 to win. Then the aforementioned Deer Creek Speedway, Spring Valley, Minnesota, the Napa Auto Parts go for $50,000 to win. Then we'll be at Ricky Kai's Davenport Speedway, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Tri-City Speedway, the Gundaker House of Power, the Napa Know-How 50, and then Lucas Oil Speedway, the Diamond Nationals, and then we'll be at Huset's for the Diamond. That'll be the Huset's for $53,000 to win the Silver Dollar Nationals. A lot of dollars. up for grabs in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Tomorrow night will be an Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. Again, thanks to Gerald Newton, Arizona Sport Shirts, Carl Korbacher. You saw the ad there with Dave Argabright. Be sure to visit Arizona Sport Shirts, located behind the grandstand area. Official Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series racewear. Founded more than 4 decades ago, Arizona Sport Shirts has provided bold, unique, and effective apparel for race teams, businesses, and special events. Today, Arizona Sport Shirts combines its commitment, or rather continues its commitment, to providing cutting-edge apparel and merchandise found nowhere else. For more information, go to ArizonaSportShirts.com. Visit them here at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Autograph session for the drivers tomorrow, 4:30 will be the time for that. Before that, we'll have dirt racing outreach. Well, get out your phones. Click on the QR code for some Flow swag that debuted. Well, we debuted that Dustin and I at Eldora last week. Fuel your passion for racing with all new merch. There you go. Just click on your phone there for those at home watching. And if you're watching at home and you're within driving distance here, come on out tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful day. And again, an Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup, $50,000 to win tomorrow night. You got the best of the best in dirt late model racing here this weekend with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Scott Bloomquist in the house tonight, helping Kyle Strickler again this week. Just talked to Vic Hill. May put Vic on the PA tomorrow, on the mic tomorrow night, as we are getting ready for All-Star Performance Time Trials here tonight. Again, no championship points awarded tonight. They will be tomorrow night. And again, to get in that top 4 for Eldora for the Dirt Track World Championship right now, Thornton, O'Neill, Overton, your top 3. Then it's McCready, Moran, Davenport, Dalton Wilson, Max Blair, Tyler, Spencer Hughes, your top 10. So 16 drivers with perfect attendance are still with us. Proud to say. Going to share in that $1 million points fund. The top 12 will share in that at season's end. A dirt late model record, $200,000 to the champion again this year, thanks to Big River Steel and ARP. So Jonathan Davenport, coming off that win last Saturday night at Eldora, his second dirt late model dream. He's now officially the new king of Eldora Speedway. 5 out of 7 World 100s. He won the Eldora Million last year, 2 Dirt Track World Championships. He won the Intercontinental Classic a couple years ago. For some Jonathan Davenport swag, just scan on the QR code for those at home there and get some merchandise. By the way, he still has some Bristol shirts left from his Cup debut. The Nutranac Solutions colleague, there is Scott Bloomquist speaking. Thank you, Tiffany. We got to get him up. Tiffany, we got to get him on tomorrow night, don't we? Don't we have to get him on tomorrow night for a couple of heat races? That would be fun, wouldn't it? All right. We'll see what we can do. Again, helping out Kyle Strickler and working on the tires. We won't say what the rest part of that was with the Kyle Strickler said last week at Eldora. So, Scott Bloomquist, the all-time winningest driver in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 95 career wins. Jimmy Owens is second with 80. Then it's Jonathan Davenport at 68. Don O'Neill at 46. Earl Pearson Jr. at 40. And then Tim McCready at 34. Scott, they did an interview with him at Eldora last week. He hopes to race maybe here towards the end of the year. We'll see what happens. And maybe we'll get him on the mic tomorrow night and just get an update on where he is at right now for racing for here in 2023. More track prep continuing here. Again, the track record back on the 5/8 mile. Billy Ogle Jr. at 14.860. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. Now, I don't have a 5-second delay, Tiffany, but we know how Scott works. I've known him for 35 years, I guess, so we'll just let it go. We'll have some fun tomorrow night if he can come up here. Maybe we'll get Vic on the mic as well. Well, Jimmy Owens, don't forget also the Mike Hayes is here, the Jimmy Owens Souvenir Trailer. He's going to be a threat to win this race tomorrow night. Always tough here, obviously, in East Tennessee, and no matter where he goes. And ever since he hopped in that rocket, he has been very, very good in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. For some Jimmy Owens swag, scan on the QR code or visit. For those here at the track, stop back there. They still have some books left. With Dave Argabright wrote them with the Newport Nightmare. Be sure to pick those up back there at the Mike's at the Jimmy Owens apparel trailer here tonight. By the way, Ricky Thornton Jr. fans, he'll have the new souvenir trailer next week at Lernerville. It's not here tonight, but he does have some at the trailer. So if you're visiting afterwards, of course, most teams will stay in the pit area overnight tonight. Stop down there, pick yourself up some Ricky Thornton Jr. swag as well. And not only that, but online as well. And again, he will have the souvenir trailer at Lernerville next week. The current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. Well, Devin Moran, the Show Me 100 winner, right now in 5th in the championship points. That Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Lazy Days RV, Longhorn, Clements Power Plant under the hood tonight. For some Devin Moran swag, scan on his QR code as well. Good to see the 99 with the Moran ribbon through the middle as his dad drove for many, many years. And the Show Me 100 winner looking for another $50,000 payday here tomorrow night. Just about ready to go. Your first qualifier of the night will be the driver leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. He drives the number 111. He's out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. That'll be Max Blair. Max Blair in the Briggs Transport, Rocket Clements, Success Storage. Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Jones, Valvoline, Penske, Murphy's Logging, C&J Dairy. Northwest Bus Service, Three Rivers Karting and Entertainment, and Privity Auto Wrecking. Robbie Blair, his dad, the crew chief. Hudson O'Neill right there. What a year he has had, coming off that career best $100,000 victory in Kokomo, Indiana, his home state, on Monday night for some O'Neill swag. Click on there. They also are here at the track with Tessa. Be sure to get your Hudson O'Neill racewear and Rocket One racewear as well. The 10 car on the track, the defending dirt track world champion out of Eaton, Georgia. That'll be Garrett Smith. He's in the Scott Smith Longhorn Vic Hill. Terminal Maintenance and Construction, Atlanta Paving and Concrete, the world famous Cadillac Ranch. Base Fuel, Senior Life Insurance Company, Go Lithium, 10. And the 49 of the Blairsville, Georgia, Jonathan Davenport, the Lance and Darla Lenders, Longhorn Clements, Nutrient Solutions, Donna Grossi, Lucas Oil, Bill Stein, BB, Mark Martin, and Money. Mega Plumbing, the Carolinas, AC, Warranty Midwest, Sheet Metal, Davenport. First lap, 13.839. Blair, 14.141. Lap 2 is 14.151. Garrett Smith's first lap, 14.289. Davenport trying to improve. And it's 13.925, 13.925. So his first lap, fast time, brand new track record on the 3/8 mile, 13.839 for Jonathan Davenport. Up next will be the 22 out of Jasper, Georgia. That'll be Will Rowland to the Mark Rowland, Capital Vic Hill. Followed by 93, the two-time Ready Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals winner out of Lincoln, North Carolina, be Carson Ferguson. In the Longhorn by Wesley Page, Vic Hill 93. And the 157 in Winfield, Tennessee, the Ronnie Depp Longhorn Clements. That is Mike Marler. Roland in the Roland Tire, Mountain Ridge Realty, Slicker Graphics, Moss Transportation. First lap for Roland, second quick, 14.090, 14090. Carson Ferguson. First lap, 14.096 for cousin Carson. 14.096, Mike Marler at 14.250, 14250. Ferguson, lap 2. Roland's lap 2, 13.853. Fast time. Carson Ferguson, 13.826. Mike Marler, lap 2. He'll go to 4th at 13.973. 13973 in the Can-Am Auto Salvage, Delco Equipment, Petrov Towing. Bill Stein, Paul C. Stussin, Cello, Paul C. Stussy Construction, Massive Valley Transportation, Midwest Sheet Metal, Capital Race Designs, Doug Marler Racing Development, Ferguson quickest so far with a new record in the WP Racing Shocks Upal Grading Company. Up next will be the Aussie 1 out of Perth, Western Australia. That'll be Brent Mossberg into the Rocket Vic Hill, the 20 in the Newport, Tennessee. And the Kohler Motorsports Rocket Vic Hill. That'll be Jimmy Owens in the 23 in Loud, Tennessee. And the BMF Chassis Eagle Racing Engines entry. That is Corey Hedgecock. Vosbergen at 14.461, 14461 for Vosbergen. Jimmy Owens at 14.351, 14351. Hedgecock 14.429. Lap 2 for the Aussie, 14.291, 11429, 7th for Vosbergen. Jimmy Owens, 14.103 is now 5th, 14103. And Corey Hedgecock, lap number 2 is going to be 14.420, 14420 for Corey Hedgecock. So it's still Carson Ferguson at 13.826. Up next will be the 34. He comes to us out of Knoxville, Tennessee. That'll be Ellery Leak. He's in the Rocket Vic Hill. Leak's Lawn Service. Leak Farms. Billy Shelton, Insurance Specialist. Competition Racing Equipment. Greenlee Family LLC, followed by the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio, Devin Moran, the Roger Sellers. Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn Clements tonight, Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Bilstein, Car Source out of Red Oak Pub. Also Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing, McHugh, Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, and Midwest Sheep Metal, the 2S out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. Stormy Scott at the Longhorn Clements, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Rancho Malaga Racing, Eagle Moon, Hemp Farm, and Labs. Lap 1, Ellery Leak. And he's going to be 14.889. Devin Moran 14.145. And lap 1 for Stormy Scott 14.238. Lap 2 for Leak is going to be 14.201. It's quicker. It's 8th quick time. Devin Moran 5th 13.999. And lap number 2 for Stormy Scott is going to be 5th at 13.983. 13.983 for Stormy Scott. So it's Carson Ferguson with a new track record. Jonathan Davenport, Will Rowland, Mike Marler, your top 4. Up next will be the 3 out of New Tazewell, Tennessee. That'll be Austin Neely's of the Longhorn Vic Hill, followed by Hayden Onby. He's out of Cleveland, Tennessee, the Longhorn Phantom for Stacy Bowles. And the M2 out of Birmingham, Alabama, in the Black Diamond Oliver. That'll be Caden Mullinax. Caden Mullinax in the M2. Austin Neely, the Responding Company 5-star Brumman's first century, number 3. Neely. First lap time for Austin Neely, 14.280. Onby in the 11 car. And his first lap will be 15.036. 15036. Caden Mullinax at 15.130. Austin Neely, lap 2 will go to 9th at 14.196. Onby at 15.036 quicker. And 14th quick. And then Caden Mullinax at 15.130 will be his quick lap in the CRM Motors Blue Earth Media M2. Onby in the CJ Motors, SHR Motorsports. Number 11. Up next will be the 17M out of Chickamauga, Georgia. It'll be McDaddy Dale McDowell. He's on the Shane McDowell Racing Team 0. Clements Zigo coming to gasket. Quad synthetic lubricants, connected strategy with Eastern Fabrication. Estimating system. Fox Shock, the 22 out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. And the Team 0 blue quits for Brian Conard. It'll be Chris Ferguson and the Spartan Transportation 22. And the 12 at Ulster, Ohio. And the Swartz Durham. That'll be Duck Brown, the real company. Joyride Transport. Fine and Son Septic. McDaddy, Dale McDowell, 11th at 14.197. Chris Ferguson, 5th at 13.980. Doug Drown. Chris Ferguson now fast time, 13.733. McDowell, lap 2 is going to be 5th at 13.944. Doug Drown, 11th, 14.840. How about that? The cousin Fergusons, 1st and 2nd. Chris Ferguson, new track record, 13.733. 13733 for Chris Ferguson. Up next, 3-time Florence Truck Champion out of Florence, Kentucky, the Team 0 Darts. It'll be Trevor Landrum. He's in the Kerry Toyota Complete Collision Center, hometown HVAC. Followed by the 7 out of Toyota Canada, Sniper Vic Hill. That'll be Ricky Weiss. He's in the G-Style Transport, Derek Sandblasting, Collins Brothers, and the 1 out of Martinsville, Indiana, the Valvoline. Sorbert Calf Ranches, Rocket Durham for Hudson O'Neill. Trevor Landrum. First lap, 6, 13.966. Weiss, Ricky Weiss, first lap time in 7 is 14.488. Hudson O'Neill, lap 1 is 10th at 14.075. Landrum, lap 2 is 14.091, a little bit slower. Ricky Weiss, lap number 2 in car 7. Will be 14.375. That's 18th. And Hudson O'Neill, lap number 2, is 10th at 14.037. Up next, the 58. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year out of Dubuque, Iowa, Garrett Alberson. In the Ken and Beth Roberts, Lockhart Clements, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Nutrient Solution, Bill's Sports Shop as we go under caution here. So Garrett Alberson, the final qualifier here in Group A. Dalton Wilson, Ricky Thornton Jr., they'll go back to the infield, get ready. So right now, it's Chris Ferguson, Carson Ferguson, Jonathan Davenport, Will Rowland. Good lap for Will at 4th. McDowell 5th. Landrum. Good run in 6th in that Team Zero Bloomquist car for Trevor Landrum, the Florence, Kentucky driver. So Garrett Alberson be our final qualifier here in Group A. Again, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Nutrient Solutions, Bill's Sports Shop, Bill Stein Shocks, DunRightTV.com, Orion Tire and Repair, Sunoco, Midwest Sheet Metal, Romer Machine and Welding, McGinley Construction and Performance Bodies, Justin Tharp, the crew chief on 58. So it's all Fergie all the time. The Ferguson cousins, Chris and Carson. First and second here tonight. Chris Ferguson, one of the last cars to get here. Garrett Alberson, first lap time is 12th at 14.118. 14118 for last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. In that Longhorn Clements for Ken and Beth Roberts out of Moline, Illinois. Lap 2. And he'll stay 12th. Lap 2 is 14.333. 14.118, his quick lap. So Group A in the books. We'll send them back to the pit area. 10th was Hudson O'Neill. 9th, Devin Moran. 8th, Stormy Scott. 7th, Mike Marlar. 6th, Trevor Landrum. 5th, Dale McDowell. 4th, Will Rowland. 3rd, Jonathan Davenport. 2nd, Carson Ferguson. And your fast qualifier, brand new track record of the new 3/8 mile oval. 13.733, ladies and gentlemen. How about it in the Team Zero Bloomquist car out of Mount Holly, North Carolina for Chris Ferguson. All right, back at Smoky Mountain Speedway here, the Mountain Moonshine Classic, night number 1. Twin 5,000 to win A mains here tonight. As you see those drivers making their way back to the pit area. Group B will be coming up to qualify against each other. They'll run 2 heats into the 30-lap A main tonight, 5,000 to win. Again, the top 3 finishers from Group A. Top 3 from Group B, they'll be locked into the Mountain Moonshine Classic here tomorrow night. $50K to win. Dalton Wilson will be up first in the 18Ds out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. The James Ratliff, Longhorn by Wells, Clements, MGL Auto Sales, Grant Lee Farms, the Auto Outlet, B&L Construction, New Point Lighting and Design, Innovative Community Solutions, All Trucks Repair, JRR Motor Sales, 18D. Followed by the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, the 20 RT. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, that'll be Ricky Thornton Jr. He's in the Todd of Nicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Big River Steel, Hoker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana, Dyno 1, Westside Tractor Sales, D&E Outside Services, Certified Inspection Services, Midwest Sheet Metal, Sunoco, Bill Stein, Murdy Farms, 20 RT. And then the 1R, don't see him. I'm sure he's in the live stream. I see him over there. Richie Stevens. He's out of Phoenix City, Alabama. He's at the Rocket Vic Hill. The Custom Coatings. Sin City Bail Bonds, 1R in the Rocket that took Garrett Smith to victory in the Dirt Track World Championship last October in Portsmouth, Ohio. He will be out third here in Group B. 13.733. Time to beat overall by Chris Ferguson. Chris Ferguson, 3 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, his cousin Carson, second quickest in that Longhorn by Wesley Page, the 2-time and reigning Schaefer's Oil Spring Nationals champion, Carson Ferguson out of Lincolnton, North Carolina. Great shots by our own Bob Dillner in the infield as we go. Group B underway. Dalton Wilson, Ricky Thornton Jr., and Richie Stevens. Dalton Wilson, 14.107, 1.4107. Ricky Thornton Jr. fast time 13.870, 13.870 here in Group B. And lap 1 for Richie Stevens, 14.835. Don't listen, will he improve on lap 2? And he does at 13.944, 13.944. And it's even quicker for Ricky Thornton Jr., 13.798, 13.798 for RTJ Stevens, lap 2, 14.453. Up next, the Boo Car out of Newport, Tennessee. That'll be Josh Henry's in the Savage DJ's Performance Henry Trucking Competition Racing Equipment Team Fast Lane Signs and Graphics, followed by the 54 out of 4 Corners Mississippi. In the Rocket J. Dickens, it'll be David Brazil. So the David Brazil logging, James Johnson logging, Thompson's Auto Repair, Mathis Ton Nutrients. Breezy's Place Franklin Enterprises 54. Henry 14.701. Brazil 14.529. Donald McIntosh in the Buick 7M, Dawsonville, Georgia, the Savage Chassis, McIntosh. Jensen Ford, rather, my bad. Jensen Ford, the 83 out of Johnson City, Tennessee, 14.225. Second lap time for Henry, 14.399. Brazil, 14.404. And Jensen Ford, his time in that Mastersville, lap 2 is 14.061. 14061 for Jensen Ford. In the Clements Power, Jim Beeman Lumber, Parkway Liquor Store, McCarter Brothers Racing, Tennessee Homemade Wines, 83. Now there's Donald McIntosh, Buick Powered Entry Competition Racing Equipment, JJ Trucking Excavating, C&J Trucking, Allen's Pools LT Service, Millwood Plumbing, Savage Buick, McIntosh. Is followed by the 5 out of Greenville, Tennessee, the Longhorn Dick Hill. It'll be John Tweed. And the J27 out of Taft, Tennessee is Jay Scott. He's at Longhorn Jay Dickens. McIntosh fourth at 14.140, 14140. Lap 1 for Tweed. John Tweed is 14.930. Jay Scott 14.809. His first lap. McIntosh 14.319. John Tweed is 15.232. He's in the Tweed Family Foundation, coveted Port City Marsh Propane, Titan Display and Packaging. And lap 2 for Jay Scott, a former Southern All-Star champion, is going to be 7th at 14.448. He's in the lead roll-off. Penske Shocks. Scott Auto Body, Isom Group 27, the 11 out of Murray, Mississippi, the Greg and Shannon Sales, BCC Motorsports, Longhorn Clements Dispensary, the 46. Out of Napomo, California, the Longhorn Clements Lucas Oil Entry, that'll be Jason Papage, and the 1G, the Warrior House Car, Bullets Powered. Out of Seymour, Tennessee, that is Rusty Ballinger. Spencer Hughes second in Group E, 13.835. 13.835, Papage. Jason going 14.718. Ballinger is going to be 14.291, that's sixth. Hughes lap 2, it's quicker, still second, 13.820. Lap 2 for Jason Papage. He'll be 14.768. First lap is 11th quick time, and lap 2 for Rusty Ballinger, 5th overall in Group B, 14.137 in the SMP Performance Systems. Rick's Handelman, Game Over LLC. Rick's Handyman, 1G. Up next will be the 5. He's out of Trussville, Alabama, the Black Diamond Oil Racing Engines Entry, that is Chase Oliver, followed by the 16 in Decorah, Iowa, the Skyline Motorsports, Capital Clements, that is Tyler Bruning in the 76 out of Memphis, Georgia, the Wells and Sons Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, up Brandon Overton, Chase Oliver. Lap 1 for Oliver is going to be 15.336, 15336. Tyler Bruning, 5th in Group B, 14.135. Overton. Brandon Overton 8th at 14.163 here in Group B. Oliver, lap 2, is going to be 15.139. It's quicker, 15th overall in Group B. Tyler Bruning, it go at 14.150. He stays 5th on his first lap at 14.135. And Brandon Overton, lap 2, is going to be quicker, but it's still 8th at 14.144 for 76. Up next will be the 39 out of Watertown, New York. It'll be Tim McCready, the Paylor Motorsports, Longhorn, Cordet, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Racing Free, Roseville Stein, Armlist.com, Baker Mitchell Company, Integris Risk Solutions, Brad Ben Trucking, the Aesthetic House, followed by the 99 Beaver Lake, Pennsylvania's Boom Briggs, and the Murphy's Logging, Excess Storage, Corey Rubber Corporation, Verde Hardwoods, Family, Penske, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drum, Northeast Paving, Briggs Transport, Rocket Clements, the 116 in the Crestwood, Tennessee, the Longhorn Clements, Advanced Transportation of Cameron Weaver. McCready. 5th, 14.107, 1.4107. Boom Briggs. 10th at 14.303. Cameron Weaver. 15th at 14.557. McCready lap 2. It's quicker, 4th quick, 14.060. And lap 2 for Cameron Weaver. And he'll stay 15th at 14.706. Boom Briggs lap 2 is going to be 14.213. Lowe's Toes, Kaiser Manufacturing. Advanced Transportation on the 116. Up next will be the 46 of the Jacksonville, Florida, the Lucas Oil Longhorn Clements for Jason Pappage. It'll be Earl Pearson Jr. followed by the 1. The best performance, Rocket Clements, the 9 book material lift. Anthony's Pizza, first class septic, entry of Taylor Herb in the 7. In his new Rocket 9 Clements powered still free material for Ross Robinson. Earl Pearson Jr., lap number 1 is going to be 11 at 14.230. Tyler Erb, lap number 1 is going to be 13th at 14.343. Ross Robinson, who was quick in the second quick and odd laps, 14.074. That's 6th. Pearson, lap 2, 14.226, 12th in Group B. Tyler, 14.295, 13th in Group B. And lap 2 for Ross Robinson go to 6th at 14.074. So it's Ricky Thornton Jr., Spencer Hughes, Dalton Wilson, Tim McCready, your top 4 here in Group B. Should have one more car left to qualify to be the 8. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina, the Melanie Miller Sports Rocket Clements of Kyle Strickler. Kyle Strickler, the G-Style Transport Cat Industries, Buck Shocks, number 8. 44th and final qualifier of the night in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here at All-Star Performance Time Trial. The time to beat is 13.798, Ricky Thornton Jr. Lap 1 for the high side tickler, Kyle Strickler. Will be 5th at 14.061, 1.4061 for Strickler. Melanie and Charlie Donaldson wheel on that car. Lap number 2 for Strickler. And Kyle Strickler, fast time. And that is a brand new track record at 13.691. How about that for Kyle Strickler? Debuted that new rocket at Eldora last week. Brand new track record on a newly redesigned 3/8 mile oval. 13.691. Wow. The 44th and final qualifier gets it done here tonight. Ricky Thornton Jr. is second here in Group B. Spencer Hughes, Dalton Wilson, Tim McCready, Jensen Ford, Ross Robinson, Tyler Broding, Rusty Ballinger, Donald McIntosh 10th. So there you see him going to the scales. The Cat Industries G-Style Transport for Melanie and Charlie Donaldson. Ran 3rd at a preliminary at Eldora last week, and that number 8 up on the scales. Out of Mooresville, North Carolina by way of Sinking Springs, Pennsylvania. Home of the legendary Kenny Brightbill. Kyle Strickler good to go at the scales. So Chris Ferguson held the track record until the final qualifier. Fergie was at 13.733. Thornton was quickest at 13.798 until Strickler gets it done here in Group B. The Mooresville, North Carolina driver, the 44th and final qualifier of the night. And right now, he is the fastest of them all. Again, he's had help from Scott Bloomquist and Cody Mallory on this new rocket at Eldora and here at Smoky Mountain.
49, do you hear me go to the front straight? Yep.
Looks like he's good to go. How about that, race fans? Coming. Well, here he comes, Brady Cup, the 44th and final qualifier with a brand new track record here on the 3/8 mile oval. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Mooresville,